Zach Collins has agreed on a 2-year extension worth $35 million, keeping him in silver and black through the 2026 season. So how about the rest of the team? They wrapped up the preseason on Friday night in San Francisco, taking on the Golden State Warriors. Victor Wembanyama, you see right there, played 21 minutes, finished with 19 points, including 2 3-pointers, 4 rebounds, and a preseason high 5 rejections. Now we wait to see what Wemby will do in the regular season starting this Wednesday. And one of those players I'll be waiting for the season opener is Tre Jones. You see him behind me there. He's entering his 4th season after signing a 2-year deal for $20 million during the offseason. Jones started 65 games last season, and he's going to see plenty of time with Victor Wembanyama, no matter if he starts or comes off the bench. But what does Tre think about the upcoming season, and who is the biggest prankster on the squad? You're about to find out, because our Larry Ramirez went one-on-one with the Spurs point guard.
But just in the future as well.
In just your short amount of time with him. I'm gonna let.
I didn't even do this. I had so much time to do this. I'm gonna let him talk to you for a minute. I had so much time. I let you be while you're over there.
I know, but that's because I had so many people asking me questions.
Why are you so quiet over there? And you come over here yelling.
Because what does it talk about?
Why don't you yell over there?
Huh?
You got the arm sleeve this year?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I see you got your soccer pads on. You gonna kick somebody?
Behind the scenes, is that guy the class clown?
A little bit. Yeah. Him and Jeremy definitely go back and forth a lot. But, you know, it's all good banter.
How have you seen in your short time with Wemby, working out with him and the rest of the team, how have you seen him develop and grow?
Right. The game has slowed down for him already. You know, in the first week that he was here, it seemed like the game was a little quick and he was trying to adjust to the tempo of the game. But, you know, ever since that first week, you know, he's just been making the right reads. It's not always about shooting the ball for him. He just makes the right read. He can read the floor really well, makes, you know, good passes, good plays. You know, he's really intelligent in the way he thinks the game. And you don't really see that a lot with people who have that type of talent. And so I think that's one of the main things for sure.
For you being a 23-year-old, entering your 4th season with the Spurs, you're one of the most tenured guys on this roster. I think Keldon is number 1, right, entering his 5th season.
That's great.
You're entering your 4th, and you're 23. When you think about that, is that just mind-blowing to you? I mean, you are a veteran now.
Right. Yeah, that definitely is a little crazy to think about that, being, you know, known as one of the veterans of this team on this roster. But at the same time, you know, it's something that, you know, I can pride myself on. Just trying to be a leader for our group. You know, just settling into that role for our team. You know, obviously every team needs those leaders and guys that, you know, the young guys can go to about certain things throughout the season, throughout games, whatever it is, and just trying to be one of those guys for our team, and continue to just try to lead in any way possible, whether that's on the court or off the court.
Pop said something along the lines of, you guys getting wins this year is equally as important as you guys learning last season. What do you have to say about that? Because I know you all want to win. Last year was about learning a lot, but this year it seems like you guys really want to ramp it up another level and add some more dubs.
Yeah, for sure. This year, yeah. Last year, obviously, we were learning a lot, and there's a lot of games that, you know, we were right there and we had messed up a few plays or a few reads or whatever, and that's how the game slips away. And, you know, we were able to get a lot of experience last year that we had never had before, and now a lot of us have those experiences. We've added certain pieces that also have experience. We've added some young guys as well, and so we'll have to, you know, try to have them catch up with, you know, the experience we went through last year. But yeah, winning is always the most important thing, and, you know, we know that we'll be able to win games. We have to stay healthy. We have to stay with the right mindset, knowing that it's a long season. We can't get too high, get too low at any point, but just knowing that winning is the most important thing, and we got to be able to just do it all together.
All right, great stuff there from Tre Jones, who just got married during the offseason too. Congrats, Tre. Has a beautiful baby girl as well. Well, you can see part 2 of that interview Wednesday at 6:30 during our pregame special before the regular season kicks off. The first game on Wednesday night against Oh, those rivals, the Dallas Mavericks, tipping off at 8:30 from the Frost Bank Center. Then the Houston Rockets coming to town on Friday night. Then the first road trip begins against the LA Clippers. That's on Sunday this weekend. So yeah, good stuff from Trey. And I know that there's still tickets available for that home opener.
Are they
if
going to
people are
wear those
interested.
jerseys? I think those are great looking jerseys.
Which ones? Those turquoise ones?
Yeah.
They're going to actually have new City Edition jerseys this year. Throwback to the World's Fair. A little hemisphere vibe.
Oh, that's
this
cool.
year. Waiting to release those.
Okay.
But yeah,
right.
good stuff with the jerseys.
Not even Halloween. People are already trying to figure out how much Thanksgiving's going to cost them. And while inflation is still an issue affecting shoppers, you could snag some savings for your holiday meal. We'll show you how next.
And new today at 5, looking to save money when buying eyeglasses. Of course, we all are. Online prices versus what you pay at the eye store. We're helping see the difference. Today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight. Welcome back. It's day 5 in the hunt for a man suspected of murdering a Maryland state judge in his own driveway.
That man accused of shooting and killing the judge because the judge had ruled against him in a child custody case. But this is not the first time something like this has happened in recent years.
ABC's M. Wynn has more on this troubling trend.
An urgent manhunt is underway for a father accused of killing the Maryland Circuit Court judge who ruled against him in a divorce and child custody case. Police say 49-year-old Pedro Argote has been on the run since Thursday after he allegedly shot and killed Judge Andrew Wilkinson outside his home, just hours after the judge awarded Argote's estranged wife full custody of their children. The judge also barred Argote from having any contact with his ex-wife and their 4 kids unless she approved.
We think Judge Wilkinson was targeted.
Argote's 2009 silver Mercedes SUV, much like this one, was found in a wooded area about 8 miles from the scene of the murder.
We'll pull the computers, GPSs from it, and then the contents, obviously, if we find anything in the vehicle.
The community in shock, mourning the judge who was known as a soft-spoken family man.
It's not fair. It's not right. Remember that he encouraged people and served people.
Judge Wilkinson is the 3rd state judge in 3 years shot by someone who had a case before their court. And in the last 2 years, there have been more than 7,000 threats against federal judges. National court leaders decrying this a troubling trend, saying attacks in recent years on the rule of law are now having their effects, some renewing their calls for more judicial security.
Officials are offering a $10,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. The suspect has ties to multiple states like New York and Florida, and authorities say he should be considered armed and dangerous. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
Former President Donald Trump attempting to distance himself from one of his former lawyers. Trump posting on social media yesterday that this woman, Sidney Powell, was never his attorney. The former president's comments come just days after Powell pleaded guilty to charges in the Georgia election interference case. Trump said Powell, along with millions of other people, thought the 2020 presidential election was rigged and stolen. He went on to say, though, that Powell was not his attorney and never was. Powell pleaded guilty last week to 6 misdemeanor charges related to the interference case, and she has agreed to cooperate with prosecutors.
Taking you outside with live cam, you see a lot of clouds there over the city of San Antonio. Still a great view. And Justin, hopefully we get some maybe afternoon showers or a little bit of cool down from the weekend.
Yeah, they're trying to creep a little bit closer, those showers are. We've seen the sky kind of get more cloudy just in the short time we've been watching it there on live cam. So yeah, I think as we head into the afternoon, there will be some showers around. Before we get to the radar, do want to show you a great picture. We love our Halloween pictures here at KSAT. You can send those in to KSAT Connect. That is Teddy Bear. That's what we're going to go with there. Happy Halloween from Teddy Bear. Looking pretty fly. With the glasses and the Halloween scarf. Again, send in all the kids, the dogs, the pets, whatever. You can send those in the KSAT Connect. We'll try to share as many as we can. Now let's talk about the shower activity. We've got some showers just west of San Antonio. Those are working in our direction, and we've been noticing this kind of area of showers and a few downpours down to our south and east. It's trying to move a little bit further to the west, so I think we'll get a few showers moving in here fairly soon. Again, nothing heavy And temperatures are still warm, 83 here in town, 86 in Pleasanton, 80 in Hondo. A little cooler out west where they've had some rain, 76 in Uvalde, 76 in Del Rio. Right now, 85 in Gonzales, but rain on your doorstep. And as we look at Bexar County here specifically, again, no rain at the moment, but temperatures in the mid 80s. And coming up here in just a few minutes, we'll take a closer look with the live radar and show you where everything is moving. 30% chance on Tuesday, tomorrow, 40% chance on Wednesday. That's our best chance, I think, for rain, especially Wednesday night. Then we'll get some more rain chances, even going into the weekend. So a busy 7-day forecast here. And again, we'll look at the radar for you once again coming up in just a couple minutes.
Awesome. Thank you, Justin.
Well, the FAA is investigating an incident last week involving an Alaska Airlines flight. It happened during bad weather in Portland, Oregon last Monday. Investigators say pilots of an Alaska Airlines plane initiated a go-around due to high winds. That plane then appeared to turn toward another plane that was taking off. Air traffic controllers issued urgent instructions to the crew to turn away from the other plane. The FAA says that it will determine the closest proximity between the aircraft as part of its investigations. Now, both planes continued their flight safely to their destinations.
The SAG-AFTRA strike, the writers' strike, is now more than 3 months old, and the union says it's going to hold its next round of negotiations with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers this Tuesday, tomorrow. The two sides reportedly are at odds over a number of issues, including revenue sharing, salary, and the use of artificial intelligence. Contract negotiations broke down more than a week ago, and some of Hollywood's biggest names, including George Clooney and Tyler Perry, are urging the union to find a way forward to end the strike.
All right, I had to check my calendar here, but yes, Thanksgiving is now just a month away, and that timeless turkey dinner doesn't have to break the bank when and where you can expect to find savings as you shop for your holiday meal.
Calaveras aren't just the painted skulls you see every year. Calaveras can be written, and they are humorous and a poetic Day of the Dead tradition.
A calavera is written about someone who's still alive. To poke fun or to bring somebody down in the form of a pun or satirical piece of poetry. And it is usually written about someone who's prominent either in politics, in sports, in entertainment. Calaveras are not written about people who are already dead, and that's because a person cannot defend themselves.
No one can precisely say how Calaveras became a Day of the Dead tradition, but one artist played a crucial role leading up to the Mexican Revolution.
One thing that happened is that José Posada in Mexico took this Spanish tradition of writing calaveras in a literary way, and he took it and did visuals, art pieces with skeletons. The premise being that underneath everybody is the same and everyone is a skeleton. How did calaveras come to San Antonio? Would you believe that one person brought them over? Moisés Espino del Castillo. Castillo meaning castle, so he then becomes the Duke of Calaveras. He was asked to write some poetry for our local newspaper back in the early 70s. He was a Spanish professor, so all his work was done in Spanish. So then he was asked to do some calaveras, which he objected to because he said no one going to be able to read them in an English-speaking newspaper. But nonetheless, he did write some and started then a 30-year career in writing calaveras. I think that is just one of the most incredible things that you can single-handedly say this person brought the calaveras to San Antonio, Texas.
That's right, before you send the hate mail. No, it's not even Halloween yet, but we're talking Thanksgiving, and the countdown's begun. It's just a month away. And now we have already a holiday food price forecast.
Yeah, you can never look too early Thanksgiving. Start to think about this. ABC's Trevor Alt has a look at the ways that you can cut down on those Turkey Day costs.
It's just 1 month till Thanksgiving, and experts say it's a smart idea to start making shopping plans for your holiday feast. With your budget in mind, inflation is curbing from last year's 40-year high, but that doesn't mean your grocery list is going to feel cheap.
It is still sticker shock. This year, over last year, prices are up about 2.4%, but that's on top of the 11.4% from the year before that.
That means some of the staple items like ham and potatoes are going to be more expensive. They're up 7 and 2.7% respectively, ham costing $5.88 a pound, potatoes $1.05. But eggs cost a little less right now, $2.07 on average, down 28.8% from last year. And there is good news for the star of the Thanksgiving show. Turkey is now $1.27 a pound. That's a 22% decrease from last year, thanks in part to a big decrease in avian flu, and thus more turkeys being produced.
Last year, bird flu caused panic with over 60 million birds having to be culled. Now, so far, it's only hit about 180,000 birds. So it could be that turkey is going to be less expensive this year than in previous years.
And some retailers are already promising to try to help out a bit this year. Aldi says they'll be slashing prices up to 50% on a list of 70 Thanksgiving items like gravy, cranberries, and pumpkin pie. And Walmart announced it's removing inflation this year, offering ready-to-bake or from-scratch Thanksgiving meal options at prices lower than 2022. Experts say if you want to maximize your dollar, now is a good time to buy the things that won't spoil. Also, consider generic brands and keep your eyes open for new sales.
Shop early, make sure you have that shopping list, and look at the circulars. When they start this price war, you're going to see Kroger, Albertson, ShopRite, just about everybody else wanting to get our money.
Definitely not feeling like Thanksgiving weather.
Not yet.
We got that going for us.
Not yet, but as we've been talking about, maybe as we get into next week, it could change pretty drastically. It's going to be a warm week this week. 83 so far today. We're actually above average, and we're obviously going to end up in the mid-80s. Record for today is 93, set back in 1988. We're not getting there. Record low is 36, set back in 1996. Not getting there this week either, but we do have some rain in the forecast. We'll look at the radar for you when we come back. Welcome back. We're going to take a look at Authority Radar, show you that we still do have some showers and even maybe a few thunderstorms out there tracking out to the north. They're trying to move a little bit closer to San Antonio, so we're getting a little bit closer to that Bexar County line. So far, we have not seen a lot here in town, but some showers around Livonia right now, just to the west of Sutherland Springs, and these are lifting north. So far, eastern Bexar County, likely going to get a little bit of rain out of this. And then back to the east, around Nixon, Smiley and Nixon, you're getting a little bit of rain. Den Hawkins seeing some quick downpours there, and then we're seeing some other activity left up towards Gonzales and Cuero. You've been in the rain for the last, I'd say 30 minutes or so. Now, all of this is moving pretty quick, so you're not going to get a lot of rain out of this, probably less than 1/10 of an inch. But as we always say, it's great to see the rain on the radar. We had some showers out west, trying to work towards San Antonio. These are more or less falling apart. We could get a few sprinkles out of these, but so far we're kind of stuck in the middle here in San Antonio and kind of missing out on the rain at the moment. We're still going to keep in a 30% chance of rain today, and I think there still is an opportunity there. Just don't expect a lot. 83 right now, mostly cloudy. Dew point is at 66. East-southeasterly winds at 14. And know that it is going to be pretty breezy today and really over the next couple of days. You see where the rain has affected temperatures. Places like Rock Springs, 70 with a little bit of rain still coming down. 82 in Kennedy, you just saw a little bit of rain. Gonzales here at 85. That temperature will drop now that some rain is moving in. And here around San Antonio, a little bit of sun helped to boost temperatures, but now that it is clouding up again, temperatures I think are going to hold pretty steady as we head into the afternoon. And here's a look at the forecast. Does show some of that activity trying to work in from the south and east, but at 5 o'clock it really does not show much. A lot of the heavier rain is going to be out to our north and west. Just the way the flow is setting up today, so the remnants of Norma are all kind of getting shoved off to our north and west, and by and large, we're missing out on some of the heavy rain. But I think Del Rio up to Rock Springs, you still certainly could see some heavier rain into tonight. And then as we get into tomorrow, a couple more sprinkly showers and probably a similar setup 84 at 3 o'clock today, 30% chance of rain. High temperatures 85, southerly winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then we'll bring rain chances down as we go into tonight before bringing them back up tomorrow. And I mentioned those wind gusts. We're expecting wind gusts somewhere in the range of around 25 miles per hour next couple days, and really all through the week, even into the weekend. You're going to see some breezy winds. So just be aware, it's going to be gusty from time to time. As you look across the state of Texas, it does look quite active, and this is the remnants of Norma moving through. It's just a lot of it's to our north, as I said. So some good rain around San Angelo and far west Texas. So that moves out. Tomorrow, I think, just some isolated stuff. But as our next system moves in, an area of low pressure from the west, this is going to enhance our rain chances again. And I think that happens Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Brings a broken line of some showers and storms through late Wednesday, and then we'll see rain chances fall off again on Thursday. So Wednesday is kind of the day we're circling there, 86-40% chance of rain, and then maybe a 30% chance Friday. And then beyond that, it is around Halloween that we're probably going to see our next front with some rain chances and some cooler weather too. We'll be right back.
Well, we just learned something new.
Yes, apparently our very own Justin Horn once dressed up as a McDonald's French fry for Halloween.
A very tall.
That must be the tallest French fries I've ever seen.
Really sticks out of the box, you know.
Yeah, the one really long one.
I learn something new about Justin every day. Okay, a lot going on coming up. Wednesday, though, it is opening night for the Spurs season.
And Jen is out at Topgolf with who, Jen?
Well, okay, right now, just myself, but we are ready to tee off before tip-off of the NBA season, and one of the leaders on the team hopefully will join us within the hour of SA Live. So while we await his arrival, should I give you a hint? He's an animal lover, so if you know your players, you'll know who he is. Okay, ready? Oh, see? This is what happens. Live TV. I promise I did better earlier. Okay, guys, we'll tell you if he makes his arrival. Back to you.
All right, Halloween is coming up, and we have our favorite good witch here. Kim Hensley.
All right, what's one tip for folks going into Halloween?
So, although it can be treats for the kiddos, it can be tricks for the dogs. So, you're going to want to stick to doggy treats.
Okay, and save all the yummy baked goods from Sunshine Bakery for yourself. This and a whole lot more coming up.